Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am thrilled to be here. Let's start off with once upon a time, there was a generation where labels and boundaries were the most important part of it. And then there was a new generation that rose. Today's generation, our generation, a generation that believes that to define is to limit. And we must be limitless. The sky is the limit. And we are the captain of our ships. Our ideologies, our ideas, our perceptions are the wings that we fly with. As a fashion designer and a byproduct of this mindset, I come before you to talk about the gray area. It pulsates me with excitement that the gray area, as we will unfold, is a very, very personal area for me. The gray area is that is inclusive, that is open, that is for all of us, age, kind, caste, creed, none of it matters when it comes to breaking down these societal barriers and starting off with this beautiful phenomena, the gray area. How many of us have heard about the magic begins outside the box? We all have. It's always what happens beyond the unknown, beyond what we've been taught. It always is breaking down those barriers of what will they say, how will we do it, what will we do? We all have been there. The first ever shoe that you decided to pick, that was something that you decided to experiment with. Or the first ever time that after your 10th grade, you decided to give a style evolution to your wardrobe. The first ever time you stepped out on a night out, ditching the usual little black dress. We all, my friends, have been a part of this phenomena in small and large ways. We find solace and inspiration in this area. We feel true to ourselves in this area. In a world that often seeks black and white, we find solace in the night light and shade. Just like that, I would like to touch on my story. My first ever collection as a designer, I decided to mix the two extremities of comfort fashion into glamour fashion. The two absolutely opposite of the two. I decided to have track pants to be worn as outerwear, with embellishments, with everything that comes along with it. Let me tell you that there was a lot of speculation and ups and downs and frowns on this newfound Western street style coming into the game, coming into this whole fashion world, deciding to pick individuality. Soon I realized that that was something that was true to me, true to what I believed in. I decided to pick that dream and go forward and make sure that collection by collection, I challenge myself into this absolute mixture of these two extremities. There was initial downtime, there was a lot of speculation, and eventually there were others that dared to dream just like me. There was a lot of appreciation from the industry, which then further added a lot of clientele, and then came my understanding that we all have inside us that dare to dream, just like me, thinking, oh my God, am I the only one? It changed my perspective. It changed that for me. The gray area is the realm of self-exploration. It is the self-challenging part that we all have to put ourselves into, where we question the status quo, where we question what we've been taught, what we've understood. It is that risk factor that we decided to have. It is that particular area where we feel the most fulfilled. By venturing into the gray area, we open ourselves to limitless potential. That is true. The sky is the limit, as I started off. Going back to another story of mine that comes forward to me. When I was a little girl, I found myself having to be enemies with mathematics. I always thought the problem wasn't the mathematics, I'm the problem, and vice versa. Soon to realize that I was a slow learner. And at the time, was an absolute taboo. Will she even finish her education? She can't get forward with mathematics. How is she going to go forward with her life? There was so much of trajectory, and there was so much conversation about that. Slow learners were barely even thought of as somebody who completed their education as a taboo. I decided to put in those extra hours into making those math problems my friends, changing my absolute weakness, with a lot of support, of course, into my absolute strength. And here I stand before you to tell you that there is no such thing. It is all about hard work, dedication, and just the drive to go ahead and conquer your weaknesses into your strengths, to not believe the stereotypes that tell you otherwise. Oh, he can't do it, and she can't do it, and how will we do it? Well, we can if we believe in it. That little startup you thought of, that little app idea that's in your head, that little time that you decided to wear nothing apart from those white sneakers and you decided to decorate them yourselves. It all begins from there. It's the small changes that you make that create the bigger impact in our life. Let us take a moment to concentrate on these extremities. Let us concentrate on how mixing absolute different notions, preconceived notions, can be extremely challenging. It is not an easy ride, but it is one that I can rest assure you, just like blending fabrics and contrasting colors with different silhouettes, with all of you today, we can decide to appreciate and be together and respect one another's different changes. The beautiful contrasts of us all, of our ideas, of everything that we stand for. As we stand on the crossroads of tradition and innovation, let us remember the power of this phenomena. Let us dare to challenge these norms and break down these barriers and forge new paths forward. It is in this gray area that we will find the courage to create a future that feels true to us, that is inclusive, that is compassionate, that is absolutely open for all of us to be. Let us together, our fellow pioneers, all of us today, decide to dare, to dream, to conquer, to believe, start conversations with one another about challenging ourselves. That one little idea in your head, bring that to life. There is light at the end of the tunnel, my friends. There always will be. And I believe in it. And so, with today, let's all go forward, making all our dreams come true, whether it is conditioned or whether it is out of the box. Here I am today, thanking you.